is day 58 of Alteryx, and we are going to see the Python tool predictive substitutes. So in the last session, we have seen the Python tool and also like how we are using that Python tool to do some advanced analytics for the retail data. So let's jump into this example as well. This is something different compared to the last Python tool part one. So this is part two, we can say. And let's see what we are doing in this project. So this is advanced predictive retail analytics. So the data set is same and what are the issue we are trying to solve here, which we have not done in the previous session. So in the previous session, we have done some forecasting and etc. So here we are trying to understand like basic learning license, which lacks. Uh, we are trying to understand like how to use feature engineering and predictive modeling to drive growth and audit accuracy, right? So this is a constant due to this constant like which we don't have in our environment currently. So we can use only Python tool, not the R tool. So there are the next session was the R tool, but I have changed. If you have seen my previous video, so now the learning topics for each day has been changed due to some of the constraints of the uh, learning license, because the license which I'm using, that's a learning license. So we cannot explore some of the advanced feature, but still I'm going to make a videos on those topics and maybe in future after completing these videos. So, and I will explain you guys like Alteryx server and all those things. We are going to definitely discuss those things. So don't worry about it. And let's jump into the today's session. And if you are visiting to this channel first time, so please like, subscribe, comment, share your feedback, and let me know if there is any specific topic you wanted to discuss or learn related to Alteryx. So I'll be happy to help you guys. So this is Python part two, and the solution which we are trying to build like predictive modeling, linear and logistic regression to drive growth and audit accuracy. Okay. So what we are doing, the data is the same, what we have used in our previous session. Alteryx Python tool is a central engine to perform some of the mathematical operations that standard formula tools cannot handle. But yes, we have done that as well in our previous sessions, in my previous videos. We can achieve the logistic and linear regression using the basics formula. Okay. Deployment, we are using the browse tool to just see the predicted values. And this is what the equation y equal to mx plus c, which we have used it there. So we are using the same thing, but in a different way. We are trying to understand using the Python tool to understand what should be the quantity, the premium pricing opportunities, gaps. So these are the business solutions we are trying to build. And also like high probability value. So to understand who are our top customers or what is the probability to allow the marketing to target some of the customers, like logistic, using the logistic regression and function. And this is the script which I'm using it. So this is not a very complex script. If you see, I'm importing some of the packages from Python. And if you're coming from a basic Python also, you can understand how to import package and all. And for Alteryx, we need this special package like from AYX import Alteryx. Okay. Pandas is for numerical calculation or mathematical pandas, NumPy for data frame and all those things. Scikit-learn, these are the models, machine learning models, which we are using for linear regression, logistic regression. We are reading the data, applying some of the feature engineering, like taking the data for calculating sales amount, and then also filtering, like if there is a field in it, then it has to be zero, essential for ML models to run. Then linear regression, predicting the trend using this 4 line of code. It is not like a 10 line of code if you see. So this is the advantage of learning Python also, like you can learn Python. It is very easy, and maybe in future I'm going to start session on Pythons as well, like where I'll be sharing my knowledge or topics related to Python solutions, which we are doing in real based in environment or production, I can say. Anyways, you can see there are a lot of content on YouTube, but I would like to share my experiences as well. So that also we can see linear regression and logistic regression. And then at the end, this is the final output. And the tools and technologies we are using: pandas, Python, scikit-learn. Strategic business value: we have protected the company's budget while providing a roadmap for revenue forecasting and high value customer identification. So this is what we are trying to drive with the business, right? So at the end, in my previous session or prior, I have mentioned clearly, like whatever data we are working, at the end, it has something to drive the strategy business, right? So we need to understand the data first. That is really, really important. We need to understand what kind of business complexity we are trying to solve with the data. If I'm a data engineer, then what is my role? If I'm a data analyst or business analyst, so what is my role? So that we need to understand, right? And then only we can build some kind of advanced solutions. In either you work in Alteryx, so we are learning Alteryx, so we have to know the Alteryx tools and components, like how we are using this data and what is the use case we can do. So that is another thing. But yes, we need to understand, we you work in Excel or Power BI or Tableau, it doesn't matter. At the end, what we are producing, that matters to the business. Okay. And that only goes to the leadership, so they can like check the data and they can take the decision based on providing the numbers. So that is important thing. So here I'm using the Python tool, so reading the data, and again the script which I was showing you guys. So this is the same script, and if you see here, it is predicting the values as well, like printing the numbers and all, and then the final output. So this is just predicting, like, is the sales. First of all, it is predicting the sales, like what should be the, if you see the sales amount was 20, but the prediction is 12 points. So this is based on equation, like what should be the average sales, right? And then is it high value or low value customer? So if you see, there is a 0 and 1. So if it is 1, so prediction is the amount is 50, but the prediction is 188. So that means this is a high value customer, so, or high value product. So now company can go and take the decision based on that. And what is the probability of the sales? So like whether that person will come or buy that product or not. So that is also we are trying to understand using the logistic regression and linear regression. Okay. So this is what we are trying to understand. There are a lot of other things we can do. It is not like just only linear or logistic regression, but yes, these are the frequently used, I can say, like machine learning models or models, statistical models, which are getting used mostly in any of the data. Like first understand the linear regression and then logistic for customer behavior and analysis, and then churn analytics, and maybe pricing analytics is there, uh, sales analytics is there. There are a lot of analytics, a lot of companies are driving, right? So based on a specific column or data set. So it depends on like case to case where you are working. But yes, I mean, here we how to connect with the data. So input data, Python tool is to write the code. And always when we are, if you have installed Python in your local machine, so we'll be using interactive mode to like run the workflow, right? Production is like when you are working in a production environment, so that is a different case. And this is a browse tool just to see the output. Now we can ingest this whole data to a SQL server or to some output file or somewhere, or you can summarize the data as well, right? So you can connect this transform using the summarize. And let me just bring it here and connect this to summarize. So here I can, like, we cannot directly, instead of browse, let me disconnect this connection and let me summarize this. So let's see if I can. So we cannot summarize directly from here. We need to, like, before summarizing the data, we need to first connect with some other environment, and probably maybe then we can connect the data with the summarize as well. So now if you see, the summarize is working only on those fields which are getting used. So thank you very much for watching this video, and stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment, share your feedback, and let me know if there is any specific topic or anything related to Alteryx environment or Alteryx workflow you are creating and you are struggling in that while creating those workflows, complex workflow or JSON parsing or any topic you want to discuss on this solution. I'll be happy to help you guys. Thank you very much for watching this. Stay tuned.